It was a drizzly evening in downtown Seattle, the kind that wraps the city in a blanket of mist and mystery. Kora, an enigmatic girl with a flair for mischief, wandered the streets, her keen eyes searching for the next thrill. An alleyway, deep and dark with unusual graffiti-covered walls, beckoned her with the promise of adventure. At the end of the alley, beneath a flickering neon sign, she found it. A dusty old smartphone, seemingly abandoned on the wet ground. Its screen glowed faintly, casting eerie shadows on the brick walls. Intrigued, Kora picked it up and examined it closely. It was unlike any phone she had ever seen, adorned with cryptic symbols and a user interface that felt almost alive. As she tapped the screen, a bizarre power surged through her. She dialed into the nearest device, a security camera perched high above the alley. In an instant, she felt herself being pulled through space, and before she could blink, she was viewing the world from the camera's lens. Kora grinned, realizing the potential of this cursed, yet wondrous device. What began as innocent exploration quickly snowballed into a life of thrilling bank heists and high-stakes robberies. Kora used her wit and charm to navigate telecommunications with ease. Her first target was a small bank, nestled between towering office buildings. She dialed into the bank's security system, slipping through like a ghost, and disabled the alarms before moving on to the ATMs. The money flowed into her hands as effortlessly as rainwater down a drain. With each successful heist, Kora's confidence grew, and her exploits became more daring. She could teleport through security walkie-talkies, ATMs, and even police scanners, always staying one step ahead of those who tried to catch her. The city buzzed with rumors and speculation about her identity. Whispers of the phantom thief, known only as Kora, filled the air. As she amassed wealth through her exploits, Kora transformed from an enigmatic girl to an urban legend. Her name was whispered in hushed tones, her deeds recounted with awe and admiration. She was the ghost in the machine, an unstoppable phantom thief who could slip through any security system unnoticed. Kora reveled in her newfound fame, enjoying the thrill of each heist and the challenge of outsmarting the authorities. Her lair, hidden deep within the cyberpunk grunge scene of Seattle, was a sanctuary of stolen treasures and high-tech gadgets. She lived a life of luxury and excitement, always on the lookout for the next big score. Yet, beneath her mask of fame and fortune, Kora couldn't shake the feeling that the cursed phone was demanding something in return. It began to whisper to her in the dead of night, its screen flickering with ominous messages. The phone's demand became clearer with each passing day, a price that Kora may not be willing to pay. It asked for something intangible, something that gnawed at her soul. It wanted her to sacrifice her sense of self, her humanity, for the sake of its power. The thrill of teleportation, the ease of slipping through devices had come at a hidden cost. Kora wrestled with her conscience, torn between the seductive allure of the phone's capabilities and the fear of losing herself to its curse. She knew that she couldn't continue down this path forever, that eventually the phone would demand its ultimate payment. Determined to break free from the phone's grip, Kora planned one last daring heist. A job so big that it would allow her to walk away from the life of crime and find peace. The target was the vault of a major corporation, rumored to hold untold riches. Using the phone's teleportation power, she infiltrated the corporation's security network, disabling alarms and bypassing guards with ease. Each step brought her closer to the vault, her heart pounding with a mix of excitement and dread. Finally, she stood before the vault, the culmination of her journey. With the phone in her hand, she dialed into the vault's lock mechanism, opening the door to a room filled with gold, jewels, and stacks of cash. But as she reached for the treasure, the phone's screen flickered one last time, displaying a message that chilled her to the core. "Your payment is due. Dial 666 now." Realizing that she could no longer escape the phone's curse, Kora made a decision. She would abandon the magic device and her newfound life of rapscallion trickery and disappear into the night. She teleported through the corporation's network one last time, emerging in a dark alley far from the scene of the heist at an old, dangling payphone receiver. As she dropped the phone to the ground, its screen faded, and the cryptic symbols vanished as it shattered into a cloud of glittery silver dust at her feet. Kora felt a weight lift from her shoulders, the curse broken. She walked away from the alley, her mind clear and her heart free. She could begin her journey again, crafting spells and worrying not of any dark static that lingered behind a mystical smartphone microphone with truly unknown esoteric connection to otherworldly magic. The Legend of Kora lived on, an urban myth whispered among the cyberpunk grunge scene raves of Seattle. But the girl herself had found a new path, one that led to redemption and peace. The ghost in the machine was no more, and Kora's story became one of hope and self-rediscovery from cold depression in the shadowy streets of the Pacific Northwest. If you enjoy this short story, please like and subscribe for more future chillers.